Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. Want to skip those ads and get early access? Become a member at truestory.fm/join and discover all the other great perks that come with it. Hello and welcome to Gank That Drank, a supernatural drinking game podcast. It's the podcast where we pick a favorite episode of our favorite show, Supernatural. We make up drinking game rules for that episode. We play along with the drinking game rules. We count up the drinking game rules as we recap the episode for you. And then we tell you how all the rules played out, how good they were, how bad they were. We rate our game. And then we tell you what's coming up for the following episode.
Bam! That's the agenda.
That is the syllabus of this class.
Who's taking minutes for this show?
Yeah, we need a secretary.
That's right. These days, everyone puts their transcripts on there. I think ours does too. I think Spotify does it automatically now with some sort of AI thing.
Yeah, except they keep spelling my name with the CH instead of a K. No matter how many times I try and correct it, it's just always CH. And I'm like, why are you trying to change my name?
You gotta get a hold of someone at the Spotify. Maybe. And say, hey, this is wrong. It's spelled out in the description of the show. Like it should be easy to get this one right. But yeah. Well, I don't know. Send an email, Krissy.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll get the secretary to do it.
Yeah. Email the secretary of Spotify.
Yeah.
I think it's secretary at spotify.com, I believe is the...
That's definitely it. 100%.
Totally it.
So I am drinking something other than White Claw tonight.
Oh, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking an Austin East Cider's Blood Orange Cider.
Okay. I have seen that on the grocery shelf.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's good. It's very tasty. It's still appley, but the orange comes through in a nice way, and I'm definitely enjoying it. Nice.
I am drinking one of the last two beers from my fridge, which is a Face Down Brown from Telluride Brewing in Telluride, Colorado.
Yay!
Which is my favorite beer.
A delicious, not imported. What do you call it if it's from state to state? Is that still imported?
No.
You imported it.
I mean this. I bought this. Well, yeah, I bought it at a shop here that sells them. But
okay.
Yeah, it was. Sometimes I will special order a case of this from a bar to get it from the distributor for me, just so it's cheaper. But these particular ones I actually purchased at a shop that sells this particular beer by the single can. So
by the single can, nice.
Yeah, shout out to Bottle Shop 48, Southern McClintock in Tempe, Arizona. It's a pretty cool little beer bar, and they got a bunch of taps, but then they got a big fridge with like a bunch of stuff in it, and you can take stuff to go, or you can drink it there. Yeah, that's a great little tap room. So
I love it. I've never been.
It's delightful, and they have like monthly events. They also have a lot of wine. So if you're a wine person, they've got like a wine club. They got like a whole wine room. They got like board games. They got a little library. They got man, my English. My mom is gonna not listen to this, but if she did, she would be mad at me for how I am speaking. For my poor grammar. So yeah, no, anyway, this episode's off to a great start, Krissy. I love it. What episode are we watching tonight?
Oh, well, first we have to say who we are.
Oh man, intros.
Yep. Who are you?
I'm Nate McWhortor, a performer and teacher at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. And Krissy, we've said your name several times, but who are
It's
you?
true. Oh, I'm Krissy Lenz, one of the directors at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona. And it's my episode tonight. Woo, woo,
Yeah,
woo.
it's a
And
great
we
one.
are talking season 5, episode 12, Swap Meat. And this is our 11th episode that we've done from season 12.
Yes, our most
Yeah. Or
season
from
five.
not from season 12, season 5, yeah.
Yes, our most popular season on this show, and there are still very popular episodes in this season that we have not done, believe it or not.
We're gonna end up doing the whole of season
At
5
some
before we're
point, it's a
done.
great season. We maybe should do a season 5 recap special episode or something.
Yeah. Well, this episode comes right after Sam Interrupted,
Mm-hmm.
which is the psych ward episode that
Yes.
we've done with the Wraith.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah, that's a good
pudding
one.
episode. Pudding.
Pudding. Yeah. But it's right. This is Soulless Sam, right? Is what we're Nope, that's the episode I just did after this. Sorry. That's
Oh
spoiler.
no.
Spoiler. This is what happens when you watch. I need to watch yours right before and not mine right before.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's how I do it
uh
too. That's how I do
yeah.
it.
Man, I need to do that because then I get the one that I'm coming up next stuck in my head more. Anyway, yeah,
All right.
it's season
So
5.
season 5, episode 12, Swap Meat. Here are the rules. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. The hero rule for this episode is drink when they drink. We're also playing the Sammy rule. If anyone calls Sam Sammy, you go, Sammy! I take a drink. We're taking a drink anytime someone does research or mentions research. We're taking a drink if Sammy gets darted. We're taking a drink if a baby crashes. We're taking a drink if someone calls Sam a Sasquatch. We're taking a drink if Sammy gets glutened. We're taking a drink if someone says sweet. We're taking a drink if someone says awesome. We're taking a drink if someone calls someone Skippy. We're taking a drink for a tag team exorcism. And we're taking a drink for Adios, bitch. Quote, Adios, bitch.
Nice.
Those are the rules. There's a lot of rules because there's not a lot of recurring shtick. But there's so it just goes chronological. So if it seems daunting, the amount of rules, they go chronological.
Yes. Yes. And then there's one that happens a bunch.
Yeah, and then there's one that happens a bunch. It's true. All right, here we go. Episode 12, season 5. Pew, 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 pew. There's no then. We
Nope.
just start out at a bar where a beautiful woman sits alone. Suddenly, Sam comes sidling up. Evening, barkeep, he says. I would like to purchase an alcohol, please. I'm 26. Look at my license. And then the woman named Crystal is like, pardon me for saying so, but you are a stunning looking man. And he goes, I know, right? And looks at himself in the mirror. Crystal invites Gary to get out of here with me. And, we don't know that it's Gary
We
at
don't
this
know it's
point. It's
Gary yet,
Sam.
but
It's
we can
Sam.
assume. We basically
Yes.
can assume that some body switchy thing has happened, and we
Yes.
will get an explanation. It's pretty evident and obvious.
Yeah. But Sam says, are we talking about sex?
The sex.
And Crystal goes, yes, I suppose we are. And he goes, I would love to have the sex with you. We spin around to the mirror and it's just a kid. And she says, I love you in that jacket. And he says, thanks. The whole outfit is new. Drink when he drinks. So take a drink. So tart. All right, supernatural title card. Boop, 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 boop,
I love
boop.
Padalecki in that. He's so good. He's so
He
good
is.
at the acting.
He is. And it's
It's
normally Jensen who gets all the comedic moments, but Sammy really gets to shine in this one.
yeah, and he goes for it and he nails it, and just like his faces and yeah, and actually I wish it would have happened more. I don't think we got enough of it.
Yeah.
We get a
Yeah.
lot of Jared being Sam in Gary's body, but
Hmm.
we don't get as much of him being Gary in his body. I would have liked to have seen more of that in this episode. I think
Yeah.
was because it was pretty gold. But
It
maybe
was.
it's too much of a good thing. Maybe it's one of those situations.
Maybe. I forgot to say this episode aired on January 28th, 2010. It was written by Julie Siege, Rebecca Desertine, and Harvey Fader. And it was directed by Robert Singer, a directed by Robert Singer episode.
3 days after my 19th birthday.
Oh,
Ooh.
happy
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the kid who plays Gary Sam is Colton James.
And
We also
he's
get
in a
Alex.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he's great. We also get Alex Arsenault as Trevor and Sarah Drew as of Grey's Anatomy fame as
Mm-hmm.
Nora. And Nora's demon. Spoiler.
How dare.
All right. All
How
right. So
dare.
36 hours earlier, we're visiting their babysitter, their old babysitter's family. She calls him Sammy, take a drink. And we learn that their kid is getting poltergeisted. She calls him Sammy again, take another drink.
Little
At a
Sammy. She calls him
little
Little
Sammy.
Sammy,
Yep.
which is hilarious.
And she talks about how their dad would leave them for behind for 2 weeks and she'd be looking after them.
And he'd always come back limping,
Yep.
she
At a
says.
fast food place, Dean orders from the kid we saw in the mirror.
What?
He's like, one double cheeseburger with extra bacon and one health quake salad shake. And he goes, I know, it's not mine.
Can we talk about
When,
that salad shake for a second?
sure.
It's obscene. There's
It's a
very
cup.
little effort put into it. It's a cup with what looked like some lettuce, maybe a wedge of tomato, and or like a couple cherry tomatoes, maybe. And then like I don't
Hmm.
even know, there's like something else, maybe some croutons, and then the most meager like dressing cup that like Sammy puts hardly any dressing in it, then like starts shaking it up. It doesn't even look like the dressing is getting throughout that. Like, I don't
No,
know.
it's
I,
definitely not.
it just it and then it didn't also just didn't match the I guess it kind of did. They went for like, oh, the fast food restaurants doing like salads or whatever, like this is what it would be like, or is
It
kind of
would
what
be
it's
this
like.
like
I guess this is,
sad little
which
representation of a
it basically
salad.
is a salad and go salad, just not in a cup. It would, it would
Hmm.
be in a, but like, I don't know. I was just like, oh, Sammy, like I get that you want to be healthy, but even you, that's that one's brutal. That looks bad. That just doesn't
Yeah.
look like a good thing to get.
Health quake salad shake.
Salad shake. It sounds so gross.
Yep. It sure does. I would never order it.
I
I'd be
thought it
with
was gonna come
Denise.
out and just be like a green, like veggie shake, or like what, like something you would drink,
Yeah,
not
like
than
a
just salad
shake.
in a cup.
Yeah. Salad in a cup. That's what it is.
Salad in a cup.
So Dean is like, do you ever think you would want what they have, like a home and a family? And Sammy is like, nope. An abrupt change for Sammy, who has always wanted those things.
This episode is a monster of the week monster of the week episode.
Mm-hmm.
This
Mm-hmm.
part is like the only kind of like time when it's like maybe like when it's like, oh wait, a little bit of something between, like if you could show this episode to anybody and they would not have to know, like have ever seen Supernatural before, and they could enjoy it because like even
Yeah.
that like kind of opaque reference, like only we know that that's a departure of Sammy's normal personality. Right? There's no then sequence. Like you can literally like you don't have to know anything about Supernatural. You can watch this. And by the way, Krissy, a well timed episode.
Mm.
As far as when we were recording this, which is right as the Freakier Friday movie has been released. So
Yeah.
you did a great job and being very timely. I
Yeah,
give
I'm
you
into
props
body
for
swaps.
that.
I love a body swap. I do. I love it. So they discussed the legend of the house, and there was a witch who was hung there. Gary stares them down. Ooh. They can't find Molly Briggs, the ghost's grave, and Sam gets darted in the neck. What? Take a drink. He wakes up in the little kid's uniform, and a cop comes to get him. And he's like, I'll take you home, son. And he drops him off at Gary's house. He has a tense back and forth with Gary's mom and dad. And he's like, what? Who are you? Who? And then he sees himself in the mirror and he goes, who am I? What's going on here? Meanwhile, Gary, who is in Sam's body, is flexing his biceps and looking at himself obsessively, which I would be doing
Yep.
too, Gary.
Yep.
Just feel up that body and enjoy. Um, Dean comes home. Gary Sam gives him food, and they have to leave the hotel because the maid came in and saw their trove of guns. And Gary Sam very sneakily throws out all the cell phones. And he's like, hey, can I drive? And Dean's like, oh, all right. You're in reverse, you're in reverse, you're in reverse. He immediately crashes baby. Take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, at Gary's house, Sammy is calling Dean. Hey Dean, I think I'm in the wrong body. I think I've got asthma. Sammy gets called a Sasquatch. Take a drink. Sammy searches throughout Gary's room and finds all this witchcraft stuff and calls him a little satanic bastard.
And he's also got a copy of Busty Asian Beauties.
He does have a
In
copy
a
of
book
Busty
there.
Asian Beauties. He keeps it with his
And
witchcraft stuff.
his day planner.
Yeah, which is like falling apart.
Yeah, like that seemed weird. He seemed Gary in the double life because his locker was very interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting fellow, this Gary. I kind of want to I mean, I don't know, like as a
He contains
character, like
multitudes.
yeah, I think this would have been a kind of a cool character maybe to come back and explore or something, you know, like he has this
Yeah.
brush with the boys, but then maybe like in college or after college, like I don't know. I think there might have been a little legs to Gary. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. Sam Gary has a tense breakfast with the parents. Sam Gary questions the family. Have I been acting strange lately? Into the occult, perhaps? And they're all like, hey, how does this fit with the plan, buddy? And he's like, I could care less about your plan. But he does get gluten to take a drink. And then the sister reveals that he has a creepy old book. Bum, bum, bum. We're back with Gary Sam and Dean. And Gary Sam reveals that he knows that Maggie Briggs is in the basement of the house. He mentions that he's done a bunch of research about it. Take a drink. And then, as I get in the car to drive to the basement, Gary Sam likes Dean's music. He's like, whoa, yo, turn it up. And
Seeger.
Dean's like, seriously? And he's like, seriously. And it's like, bro, you're not acting very incognito. It's like very obvious that you're being not like Sam,
That's the
you
one
know?
thing. I'm like, why? I guess okay. I guess it does make sense. While you're watching it at first, you're like, this doesn't make sense. Why would the kid not be trying to pretend to be Sam the best he could? Why wouldn't he? And it's because his objective is eventually to kill Dean. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if Dean really believes him or not. He's gonna try to kill him. Okay, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I'm on board. I watched the episode.
Okay. All right. Good, 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 good. Um so Sammy's at school and he gets confronted by the two friends Trevor and Nora, and he's like, "I'm Gary," and Gary is okay. By the way, Sammy looks like a giant next to these two actual
Yeah,
teenagers.
yeah,
He
he
just
does.
towers over them
I
in
love
a
that they made
hilarious
his
way.
clothes like just a little too small.
Yeah, he looks
You know?
ridiculous in the cutest way.
Yeah.
At Gary's locker, he finds the old leather bound book and he says, "Oh no, Gary, this is a very, very bad book." Dean and Gary Sam are in the basement digging up Maggie Briggs. Gary Sam is gonna shoot Dean. Oh no, but he can't do it before Maggie, the ghost, knocks him out and attacks Dean. Gary Sam burns the bones just in time. And he says, "Dude, that was sweet. Take a
Yeah.
drink." The friends follow Sam Gary away from class, and Trevor darts him in the neck. Take a drink. We're back at the bar where we were at the beginning. Gary Sam orders what Dean is having, a double cheeseburger with a fried egg on top, and he says, "Who are you and what have you done with Sam?" And Gary Sam is like, what do you mean? I had a really awesome day today." And they say awesome 3 times to take 3 drinks. "Can't I just be in a good mood?" "No," says Dean, "you can't." Because Sammy can't. We know that to be true. Uh, and Gary Sam's like, "Why shouldn't I be happy? I got a gun. I'm getting drunk. I look like this." By the way, throughout the scene, drink when they drink, which is
Yes,
a
yeah.
lot.
Sure is.
Yeah. And Dean seems happy but suspicious. And I'm a little bit like sad for him because he seems to be so like desperate for this kind of like time with Sam. And he's like, "Are we actually drinking together?" And the kid's like, "I guess we are." And he just like seems so thrilled to be having this bonding time with his
Mhm.
brother, but it also makes him very suspicious because obviously that's not how Sam is.
Yeah. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna keep riding with this because it's kind of sweet, but at the same time, but like you would think that wrecking baby would have been the first thing to kind of just like Dean would have been like, okay, something's really wrong here.
Something's really wrong here, yeah. And I'm gotta get to the bottom of it. So meanwhile, so then we see the moment where Gary Sam leaves with Crystal to go have the sex. It's very funny, and Dean's
Hmm.
just like, "Okay, well, here's another thing that's not like Sam at all." We cut to Sam Gary tied up in the basement. Trevor calls Gary Sam and is like, "Where's Dean? You haven't killed him yet? Hurry up and kill Dean." And he's like, "I'll get to it. I'll get to it." Crystal comes in wearing S&M gear, like a full dominatrix outfit. And he goes, "I'm in way over my head."
That's yeah, that's pretty aggressive for a one night stand kind of deal.
Mhm. So, meanwhile, Sam Gary is like, "Why are you trying to kill Dean?" And the two teens are like, "Oh, don't you know? He's Hell's Most Wanted. There's a price on Dean's head and we're going to collect." They were using the book, and Gary went into a trance and drew Dean. And they were like, "Yeah, Dean's got a bounty on his head." The body swap spell was in the book, and they decided to use it to get a man on the inside. Nora, who's from Grey's Anatomy, seems dubious about this whole thing. But Trevor, who's a real jerk, decides to take matters into his own hands, and he's going to call forth the demon so he can get his reward for capturing Sam Winchester and killing Dean Winchester.
Does Alex Arsenal not look like the guy who plays Ramsey Bolton?
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that, but I guess he sort of does.
That's who I literally thought it was. I had to I stopped the whole
Look it
thing to look
up.
it up. I was like, what
Oh,
the
really?
heck? Yeah, I
I
just thought it
guess
was
you're
him.
right. Yeah.
And then Abby knew that Sarah Drew was from something, it was from Grey's. And I was
Yeah.
like, and then she's in a lot of Lifetime and Hallmark Christmas stuff too.
Yeah,
She
she
was.
is. She's working. She is booked and blessed.
Yes.
At the motel, Gary Sam is gonna kill Dean. He's working up his guts to do it, but Dean has wised up. Dun dun dun. Back at the basement, Trevor calls down a demon. Nora gets possessed. She calls Trevor Skippy. Take a drink.
Mm-hmm.
She sees Sam Gary and she's like, "You've got Dean Winchester trapped, and you got Sam Winchester's meat suit, and you're handing them both over to me?" And Trevor's like, "Yeah, but there's a reward." And Nora says, "Yeah, you get my never ending gratitude." And he goes, "No, seriously, we worked our asses off. I want my reward, please." Meanwhile, Sam is like warning him, "Stop it. You got to stop this. Stop talking. Run. Get out of here." And the kid's just not listening. So Nora Demon asks him what he wants, and he's like, "I want $1 million." "Oh, $1 million? Is that all you want? Why don't you dream a little bit bigger? How about 10 million?" "Yeah, I want $10 million, and I want this girl to fall in love with me." And she's like, "Love and money. It's a classic bargain, but here's my counter offer." And she just claws open his stomach and kills Trevor. Here's another kid dying.
Yeah.
Back to back episodes where a kid dies and we just are very nonchalant about it.
He kind of looked like an evil kid though. And he was not they were like about to be going to college.
Okay, but they also just leave him in his parents' basement, like to be discovered
Yeah.
by his parents when they come home.
Uh, they sure do.
Yeah, it's pretty harsh, I think. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it is. But yeah, you're right. There's yeah. Yeah. It's but
Yeah.
again, this guy looked kind of just he looked evil. He looked like a
Oh, and so you're saying he deserved it because
nasty
of what he was
wasty.
wearing?
No, I'm saying he deserved it because he summoned a demon and did all this other stuff that was clearly terrible. And
Yeah.
so they let the other kid go. They let Gary go. But they
Yeah,
did tell him
that's true.
if he was old enough to vote, they wouldn't have.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, we're gonna get to that part.
Okay.
So we hear Dean listening to the voicemails, and then Gary starts talking. He's telling him everything. He's spilling the beans. He's spilling the tea. And then Nora shows up and tosses Dean across the room. Sam can't break free because he's in weak little Gary's body. So he's trying to like Hulk out of the ropes. And he can't do it because he's in Gary's body. Demon Nora unties Gary Sam. And she's like, "What do you want?" And he goes, "I want to be a really powerful witch." And she says, "Great. We can make that happen, but you got to meet the boss."
Hmm.
And he's like, "Whoa, you mean the devil?" And he sort of balks. And he's like, "No, it's okay. I don't want to bother him." And Nora's like, "Oh, but he's really going to want to meet you." And then Nora starts beating up Dean and she's like kicking him in the guts and like kicking him in the face. And then they begin the tag team exorcism. Take a drink.
Yeah.
Finally, Dean has memorized an exorcism in
Finally.
season 5. Dean ends it by saying, "Adios, bitch." And the demon smokes out of Nora. Gary finally reverses the spell.
I
Trevor's
like that
still
Gary
dead.
corrected him still at the end when he says adios. It's adinos.
Adios, yeah. And then Gary's like, I know, my bad." And Dean says, "If you were of voting age, we would kill you." And we will still kill you if you don't straighten up and fly right. And he's like, I know, I'll do it. Meanwhile, their friend Trevor is dead. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
They drop the kids off at Gary's house. And Sam takes a moment to have a little BM scene with Gary. And he's like, look, your life is great. And by the way, Nora likes you. I wish I had your life. Like, maybe try and see it in a different light. And then as soon as Gary's gone, Sam's like, I was totally lying. That kid's life sucked ass. And they get in the car and Bob Seger is playing again. And Sam goes, oh, God, Dean,
Oh,
turn it
turn it down.
down. And he's like, well, it was fun while it lasted. And that is episode 12 of season 5, Swap Me.
Woo! It
A
was
great
great.
episode. Yeah, a great episode. But like you said, it's a classic monster of the week. It's a standalone episode, but I think
Yep,
it's really good and really funny, and it's a great showcase of Jared Padalecki's comic chops.
and I mean his chops in general. Like, he has to play two different versions of Sam, right? He has to play Sam stuck in the teenage body, and he has to play the teenager stuck in Sam. And I think he does it awesomely. It's awesome and sweet, I would say. But
Yeah,
as
I would say too.
uh shoot, there was a thing I was gonna mention. Oh, I guess the whole demon, the bounty, hell has a bounty on you, and the like, the you need to say yes to the boss man. I guess that is technically myth arc of Supernatural, but like, again, you could get by with never having seen the show, and that those vague references aren't gonna like let you miss out on anything.
It's not confusing in the context of the scene
Right,
either. Like, you
right.
get that
No,
these are demons and you have to make a demon deal and that they're going to turn over Sam and Dean together.
yeah,
Like, it's really easy to follow. Not a lot of heavy mythology
no,
or
no.
plot.
It's definitely very, yeah. Like I said, you could show it to anyone, and they would totally get it and enjoy it. But how well did we enjoy it, Krissy?
I loved it. All right, but how did our drinking game rules play out?
That's what I meant.
Uh, I'm gonna skip the first one and say Sammy happens twice right in the beginning.
Yes, yes.
They do research and or mention research twice.
I got 3 times.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where I
You
got
got one I
3 times.
didn't.
I think I might have counted something as research that was a little obscure, and I was like, I'm just going to count it. I think I remember even as I was doing it, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I should have
Yeah, I
written it
don't know if this
down.
is research, but we'll count it. We'll count it. Uh Sammy gets darted twice. Baby crashes once. He gets called Sasquatch once. Sammy gets glutened once. They say sweet once.
I got twice.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yep,
good
I got two
catch.
sweets.
Good catch. Good catch. Awesome was said 3 times.
I got 5.
You got 5?
Yeah.
Wow. Did I do a bad job on my
I
own
don't.
episode?
I thought I did a bad job. I thought I missed some of those.
Nope. She calls him Skippy once. They do a tag team exorcism once. And he says adios, bitch, once. But how many times did you drink when they drink?
I have 9 times.
I have exactly 9 times as well.
Whoa! Heck
Yeah.
yeah!
Nailed it. Nailed
Nailed that
it.
one. Nailed the hard one. Awesome. Great game, Krissy. I liked it a lot.
Thank
I
you. Yeah, it's
I give it 5 out of 5 banana daiquiris.
5 out of 5 banana daiquiris. Okay. I would give it 4 out of 5 banana daiquiris because so many of the rules only happen once. But I really wanted to do this episode, but there weren't a lot of recurring like gags.
Yeah, but it's like I really like this episode. I think it's just a great again, monster of the week, and I liked your game, and yeah, I think you could have. I think like if there were another like reoccurring one, it just would have been like Dean. Dean looking at like Dean kind of giving the eyes to
The
Gary Sam.
suspicious eyes.
Yeah, right. Because that's just like he's like all these moments where he's like, "Dude, what? Huh?" Like basically maybe like even moments where you're like, "Come on, Dean!" Moments where you're like, "Oh, you should
Yeah.
know right here. This should be it." Like
Dean,
this
why
is
aren't you worried about where your cell phones are? Because they're all in a dumpster
right,
now.
right. Like, and also he doesn't check his voicemail for how long, and he's got 30 messages from Sam. Oh, and Sam, he's listening to the messages from Sam Gary, and Sam Gary sounds like Sam.
Yeah,
And
it
they
should
kind of,
sound like Gary
yeah,
because he's speaking out of Gary's body.
yeah, and it doesn't. They kind of mess that one up.
I bet that was an executive decision to not confuse everyone.
But it's a body swap. All right, whatever. All right, I don't know. I was like, literally, Abby and I both were like, no, that's the wrong voice. It wouldn't
Yeah.
sound like that. I think it takes
Yeah.
you out of it more than anything. But I like the episode and I like the game. Thank you, Krissy,
You are
for that.
so welcome, Nate. All right.
And
What is coming up next?
coming up next, we are going forward one season exactly to season 6, episode 12. It's called Like a Virgin.
Oh, is it the dragon episode?
It's the dragon episode.
Finally, we get there. Yay.
It's been referenced many times, and now we will do it. And there are things in it that make you cringe. Okay, that should have been a rule. Anytime you
Okay.
cringe.
Take a
All right.
drink.
Yeah, I should have made that a rule. Maybe you know what? Bonus rule. I'm going to put it in there. Anytime you personally cringe at a thing that is said in this episode, take a drink because I feel
Okay.
feeling for a lot of people there are a lot of moments that are like, ugh. So rule number 1: anytime you personally cringe, take a drink.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Anytime we get these are going to go. No, they're not going to go chronological. I'm not going to say that. Hugs. When we're getting hugs. A lot of some man hugs in this episode. Take a drink.
Okay.
And we're keeping it going. We're drinking when they drink, Krissy.
Okay.
Taking a drink for Idjit.
Okay.
Take a drink anytime a virgin is snatched.
Okay. Virgin gets snatched.
Bringing back the old trusty rusty pop culture references. Take a drink.
Okay.
Take your shot, your double drink, your finish your drink, your multiplier, whatever you choose, is for the awkward not hug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the hug that
Not
is not.
hug. Okay.
Take a drink anytime we see some maps. We love maps.
We love maps when there are dragons.
Uh-huh. Take a drink anytime one of the boys lies to the other. And in this instance, one of the boys is going to be Sam Dean, Bobby, and Cass. So anytime one of the 4 boys lies to another one.
Okay.
Taking that drink. Taking a drink every time they say dragons. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Doing it. It's not going to be too much.
Okay.
But maybe if you want to make it a sipper, make it a sipper. But I don't think it happens it happens frequently, but it's not like going to be the craziest rule we've ever had.
It's not going to be like hungry
No.
in the
Not going to be like
famine episode.
Yes. Yeah, no. It's not going to be like that. That was a lot. That was insane. And then take a drink when Dean gets gold.
Okay.
That is our game.
Excellent. I love it. I can't wait to watch that episode. It's going to be so fun. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for staying until the end with us. We appreciate you so much. Nate, where can people find us in real life?
In real life, you can find us at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater in downtown Mesa, Arizona, which is not far. It's in the Phoenix area. If you're not from here and you're like, oh, Mesa, that's probably far from Phoenix. It's not. It's really close. It's super close. You could even just fly to the airport and hop on a train and be very close to our theater. It's that convenient. But if you want to find out all about showtimes and dates and details and when things are happening, just go to nctphoenix.com.
Yeah. N for neighborhood, C for comedy, T for theater, and Phoenix all spelled out. .com, baby. All
Yeah.
right. You can listen to me on the Most Excellent 80s Movies podcast, also a product of TrueStory.fm. If you are a fan of Gank That Drank, we cordially invite you to like, rate, review, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend, tell a local coven of teen witches. Just help spread the word any way you can. And if you are super duper gung ho to support the Gank That Drank mission, you can become a member at truestory.fm. Just click on our little podcast, click on the little linky there, and you will get episodes a week early, which is pretty sweet, with no ads, which is pretty cool. And you get some extra special bonus content every week. Yeah, it's a good deal. And we love you for considering becoming a member. Thank you so much. And while you're out there in the world saving people and hunting things, the family business, please keep the Gank That Drank motto in mind. Be excellent to each other and party
Party
on,
on,
dudes.
dudes.